Welcome back to the Life Be Lifing podcast. We're continuing the Love After Neglect series. In the last episode, we talked about why we chase emotionally unavailable partners. Now, originally, I was going deeper into family dynamics with two parents, plenty of pain, but as I sat with it, I felt there was something even deeper that needed to be addressed first. So I moved things around. Up to this point, we've talked about how neglect shapes the way we love, how we overgive, how we chase, how we learn the wrong version of love. But today we're talking about something that sits at the root of a lot of it: abandonment. And I want to be clear from the start: abandonment doesn't always look the same. Sometimes people are physically gone, sometimes they were there, but emotionally unavailable. Either way, the impact can follow you into how you love. What is abandonment? When most people hear abandonment, they think about someone leaving, but abandonment is deeper than that. It's the experience of feeling like you're on your own emotionally, your needs aren't being met, your presence isn't fully valued. It's not just about who was there, it's about how you were experienced. Because you can be surrounded by people and still feel alone, or you can have someone physically gone and still feel the weight of that absence. And as a child, you don't always have the words for it, you just feel it. The internal message received. When abandonment happens, children don't just experience it, they interpret it. And many internalize messages like, I'm not important. I have to handle things on my own. People don't stay. My needs are too much. These beliefs don't stay in childhood. They become part of how you see yourself, part of how you approach relationships, part of how you give and receive love. So, how does it show up in love? Abandonment has a way of showing up in adult relationships in very specific ways. It can look like fear of being left, holding on too tightly, overgiving to keep someone, accepting inconsistency, struggling to trust stability, or sometimes the opposite. Keeping emotional distance, not relying on anyone, avoiding vulnerability. Because at the core, there's a belief that says, eventually, people leave. So you either try to prevent it or you prepare for it. Let's talk about the connection to neglect. This is where abandonment connects directly to neglect. Because neglect teaches you, I have to handle things on my own. And abandonment reinforces, no one is coming. So when you step into relationships, you may still carry both. You want connection, but you don't fully trust it. You want love, but you don't feel secure in it. And that creates tension. Breaking the abandonment pattern. Healing begins when you recognize that feeling didn't start here. It started earlier. And once you understand that, you can begin to shift. You can learn to express your needs, choose people who are consistent, stop overgiving to prove your worth, allow yourself to receive support. You start building a new experience of love, one that isn't rooted in fear. If this episode resonated with you, I want you to hear this clearly. Abandonment may have been part of your experience, but it does not have to define your future. You are not too much. Your needs are not a burden. And just because someone didn't show up for you the way you needed, does not mean no one will. Until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, just because love was absent at one point in your life, doesn't mean it always will be.